The footballers have been going through a little bit of a rebuilding process this year, and do you want to talk me through your league campaign through your eyes?
Yeah, league campaign was very mixed. I think a lot of young players blooded in, a lot of new players that we have in, like some of the lads behind us there, 19, 20 years old. They all got National League experience, which is fantastic for the group going forward. But at the moment, I suppose we don't want to be going down to Division 4, and that's where we found ourselves going. But I think you have to take the positives from it, and the fact that we've got so many new players coming in, and lads who did very well. It was probably actually the senior players, surprisingly, who let us down in the league. I was sent off, Adrian was sent off. We were missing some players through injury, things like that. That just in the past, Wexford, when we're going well, have everyone at full fitness, everyone going at 100%. Whereas this year it wasn't quite there, and it showed from the start of the league. Our first 2 league games were very poor.
We're heading into Championship. You take on Westmeath towards the end of the month. It's knockout, so how are the boys feeling about that?
Yeah, very good. I think everyone's just sort of coming back from the club championships now. This week has been light enough. Thankfully, we'd no major knocks or injuries to be worried about. Simon O'Donoghue might have picked up a knock in the under-21 hurling last night, but other than that, we're all in good shape. We have our training camp next week. I think this will be a big week training for us. 2 weeks to the match from Sunday, so the last bit of fitness work, the last bit of strength work and everything, and then obviously in the final week it'll just taper off. We're hopeful the hurlers will be after winning up there and have set a nice pattern for us to go up the following week and get another win. Yeah,
just in terms of being an intra-county footballer, like how much of your life does it take up, Ciarán?
You'd be surprised how much of your life it takes up. Aside from the training, and I actually work in Dublin full time, so there's a lot of time in the car going up and down. But there's also, like, people don't realise, nobody who plays inter-county football leaves it at training or leaves it at a day in the gym. There's 2 or 3 nights in the gym, there's 2 or 3 nights for free takers like me, there's 2 or 3 nights kicking practice. Like, it all adds up to basically going full time. It's 30 hours a week easily.
Ciarán, the Féile is coming to Wexford at the end of the month. I know you're involved with the school visits. Talk to me about your experiences in Féile.
We hosted the Féile de Martins, we hosted Éire Óg the first year and a team from Kildare the second year. It was massively enjoyable. There's still actually some lads I would be in contact with on Facebook and that from who'd stayed with us during the Féile. We went down to Éire Óg the following year for it as well. So overall, it was nearly our first taste of competitive hurling as well, because you know, under 12s is not fully at that level yet. You're still trying to learn the skills of the game, whereas under 14 we were playing knockout games. I think it was quarter final we played against one of the Kilkenny teams, and you know, you learn an awful lot from playing those teams, whereas when we were playing within the county, you know, you're playing against lads from school, lads you know well, but it's when you play against those better teams you really see the standard that you need to get to.
If you had any advice for any of the young people watching this clip, what would it be?
Just the obvious one is the practice, but I mean, people underestimate that. We're still trying to get it through to younger lads who are 18 and 19 on our team, that once training finishes, that means you've 20 minutes more work to do on your kicking or any area that you think you're poor at. If you're not good in the air, just practice kicking the ball against the wall and catching it, or hitting the ball against the wall and catching it high in the air, and you'll be surprised how much more confident you'll get. If you're doing that 2 or 3 times a week, you'll be surprised how much you'll improve from it. Kicking and shooting the same in hurling, you got to be practicing it all the time, so when the pressure is on and everyone's looking to you to get the score, you know exactly what you're doing.
Well, best of luck against Westmeath, and I hope that we get to catch up with you later in the season.
Thanks very much.